I'm sorry, it was even hard to turn that one off. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Just waiting for some people who actually said they wanted to be here this morning. So we are going to BS for a little bit, shuffle out some cards, and give them a second to click on over. Crazy, crazy moon energy going on. Just, whew. Aries, baby. I got my kind of care, kind of don't going on today. And morning. He broke Pinky again. And she's all tangled up and I can't get her now. And I set all the way up. And I got the computer set up and everything else like that. And I popped it open to sign in. And it was my daughter's Chromebook. I was like, no, where's mine? Don't forget to smack my like buttons, guys. And I got 11 of you guys that jump over here all the time, but you guys aren't hitting my like button. It's not very nice. Oh, she's right here. She's tangled. I have for when I was doing the cards down readings on my hands, I have a selfie stick taped to the, it's taped up here. Yeah, the crystal tip's missing on her too, but it was, I don't even know where that came from. Honestly, I don't know where Pinky came from. Like, I found it in a little jewelry bag. Somebody must have sent there somewhere. I don't know. It might have come. I had a friend. She got married, and her husband's like super Catholic, and he had her going to church and everything. So she gave me a big box of stuff. Actually, I'm going to use her cards today. What do we got here? She gave me this deck. She kept another deck. She's got a deck of black cards, and she kept that deck, and she gave me this deck. And my dark mirrors are in my room somewhere. I did a reading for Onwella in Nigeria yesterday. We did a FaceTime. What do we got going on here? She's doing all right. It's rough over there. It's rough over there. They're still recovering from all this stuff. It's a little bit better than it was. They're not like in super duper lockdown anymore. But when they were in lockdown, that was sad because they couldn't leave their houses, and they got things like they got delivered to them just rice and red sauce and beans. Oh, somebody's up here. Doorway's going. Oh, I thought she was going to pop over. She must not have signed in. I think I should message her. I probably should. I said that right at 4 minutes and 13 seconds. I wonder why I don't have more viewers. I'm so entertaining as I'm texting my friends while talking to you at the same time. Oh, so I was going to use the other deck. This deck, remember, I told you guys came from, I want to say Head, Heart, and Soul. I'm so bad I forgot Lynn's. At least I know her name. Lee sent me these from her store. I put her link in another thing. I gotta set up a thing. I got to get more organized. I'm not good at it, though. I forget my password still. You guys see how coordinated I am. Alrighty. Now, it was funny because that's why I went ahead and I sent her a message, because she was talking about the same thing we've been talking about. And I've mentioned it before that, like, my videos are more like tarot reading videos for tarot readers. It's like all the BS that we see going on. And she was saying the same thing. She's like, it's just the same toxic storyline being played over and over and over again. It's like these readers are just feeding on lonely, desperate people, and it makes everybody feel bad. Moon enters Taurus today at 11:11 a.m. Just to put out that little warning. I don't know what the VC is. What does it say? I don't know how to say this word. It says Sukkot. It's Sukkot. I don't know what holiday that is, but I keep saying Sukkot, and that does not. That is going to be a very interesting holiday for somebody. And tomorrow, Pluto goes direct. I'm telling you, it's so crazy. But yeah, we were talking about the toxic storylines. Like, I do have this one. I'm not gonna shout her name out because I kind of talk shit about her. Like, I love her to death. This woman's so funny, and she's all about love and stuff like that. And she does give some good advice in some of her readings, but some of her readings are clearly, I don't know. Have you ever heard of Young Boy? He's this rapper, and he's got like 7 baby mamas, and they're all fighting, and they go to jail all the time, and all this crazy drama. And the chick legit the other day was talking about, she was just like, oh, your DM, Divine Masculine, your DM, he's famous, right? One, they're always famous. And she's like, he's got a karmic, and he's in a karmic relationship, and she's been playing the he can't leave her because he knocked her up thing. And she's like, then the other day she goes, oh, some of y'all's DM has knocked up another woman besides his karmic too. He's got 2 baby mamas. I'm like, what are you reading these magazines and then doing readings and just giving the stories from freaking famous people? It's just, I don't like it. And it's constantly, your twin flame is going to be someone from your past is going to come in and da-da-da-da-da. And, oh, should you move on? Should you not? It's crazy. It's just crazy. And some of them are just saying the same exact thing over and over and over again. It's what, someone from the past is going to come in. Are you going to take them back or are you not? And then it's, you could, or let's see, for those of you, someone new coming in. And it's like, saying the same thing over and over again. There she is. Hey! Yeah, I know. I put this one over here because Space Cowboy boosted that page, and I don't want certain people from over there over here. Dude, I play the internet game deep, y'all. Deep. Magical knows, man. I've got so much going on between, and it's weird. I work with a very interesting soul tribe that I call the 143. And that's what I was saying. I was like, should I text her and let her know? And I was like, yeah. So I looked at the clock. It was 4 minutes and 13 seconds. I'm going to send her a message. So she is definitely part of the 143. But nah, pretty much I just I was telling her she's in for a treat. Wait till you stumble upon the sippins and trippins. We're lunatics over here. What do I do with the box? Yeah. See what we got. Yeah, I had a cup of coffee before, but I wanted something cold. The weather changes so fast down here. It's been nice and cool. Google keeps throwing up notifications that goes right over my comment section. Thank you for popping over and checking it out, though. Oh, yeah, you are in the Bible Belt, too. You know, but Alabama's got them scared. You guys got them, it's kind of like Mississippi and Missouri in them. You got them. The magic is like, it's South African magic and French mixed together. That's why I tell people poppets and voodoo dolls are the same damn thing. It's just poppets are used for positive healing things, and voodoo dolls you stick pins in. Poppets you put like nice herbs and healing stuff in, and you know, like you make a poppet with eucalyptus in it and you give it to a baby so that it can snuggle something that smells like that, and it's a healing thing, not a evil thing. Things are always, it's always intent. Ooh. Dude, I don't even know who I'm clicked on. You guys want to be my moderators? It's giving me that option. You want to be able to kick people out of the chat room? You can always turn it down. Oh, that was yours. I got it. It wouldn't let me do this before. There we go. Boom. All right, you can accept it or you put it down. I don't know if the chat room will ever get that big, but you guys could be my magical bouncers. All right. And get into some cards. I'm telling you, this stuff is divine timing, lady. I have no idea. Things are so crazy. I got the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, but then it's immediately followed by the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords and the Five of Wands. So clearly it's, I want to work on some skills. I'm really passionate about it. Tons and tons of anxiety and the universe fighting against me. Which, doesn't that just say everything for everyone? It is beyond belief, girl. You are on the same timeline. So many of us right now. But that is for sure how everybody feels. But I have this skill. I really enjoy doing it. It's something I can definitely see myself building my life around. I like learning to do it and doing it more. But conflict. But messages coming in. Possible partnerships and things like that can help each other out. I've been building up a big network, guys. Big networks going on. You know, and it can't be about subscribers and viewers and things like that. Because whenever we make it about that, that's when people start losing interest in us. You know what I'm saying? When you make it, yeah, when it's not fun anymore is when you start to have a problem. You know, I mean, unless you want to do the generic route, which we've all seen a lot of people do, where you're just saying the same thing over and over again, every video, just to get views. You're just pumping that same lonely, tragic, twin flames. Relationships have to be so hard and karmics and da-da-da-da-da. Because that's what I was just being magical we're talking about. I literally saw this lady take this storyline from the news. There was a famous news story about this rapper who has like 7 kids, and he's got 2 babies that were born like 2 weeks apart. And then she turns around and hops on there and talks about in her reading Oh my God, y'all. Some of y'all, your DM has knocked up his karmic and another woman. I'm like, really? Really? Oh my goodness. Really, really, really. So, we got the Nine of Winter here. And it says, unfounded fear, focusing on the worst case scenarios, and allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the problem. And I think that goes along with what I've been saying a lot, guys. COVID is, this is astrologically a huge shift. Now, if you haven't been following the astrology of what's going on, I really would suggest that you go and check it out, because it's just like I say, and Pluto's going to, all the planets went retrograde 6 months ago, and they're going to start to release. You guys are going to be surprised after the holidays how much things are going to change. Don't beat yourself for not being able to do everything that you wanted to be able to do this year, okay? Nobody got to. I had planned on this weekend, actually today, Saturday, first weekend of October, is supposed to be the Gopher Hill Festival in my town, and there is no festival. And I had planned all of last year to start my festival circuit and do my first festival here this weekend, and I'm not doing that. Yeah, I thought I was going to be making a lot more money by now too, but tis what it is. I'm still happy with the jobs that I got and the opportunities that have been coming available now too. I said, I suggest her all the time, Raquel Springs. She is awesome. I bet you would love her. She's really easygoing, and she rambles a little bit. I believe she's an air sign, but yeah, I enjoy her. She does a school, and she's on Facebook and all that. I'll share her link later today for you guys. I also got the Two of Winter here. Funny, it's the third. Yesterday was the second. Two of Winter. Indecision is holding you back. Make the choice that is best for you rather than trying to please others. Feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. Right? Logically, we're like, oh. Especially when you got somebody telling you that, you can manifest your own reality all the time. It's like, some of us have people in our lives. And I'm telling you what, and I mentioned this a couple days ago in a video too, the only people I saw that boomed over the last 2 years, they didn't have anybody co-creating with them. They did not have children with them. They did not have any of the family members with them. Most of them were homeless all by themselves. And they were able to just, with nobody else to interfere with their creation, shoot themselves up to the top. The rest of us, what? Mothers can't do that. Well, most mothers can't. There's always the exception. I know a couple of mothers that could just be like with their kids and just disappear, but that's very rare. Most of us are not like that. Mother-daughter bonds are just too strong. But that's what we're here to do. It's time to start changing the perspective on these tarot reading channels. I said I've got a couple of other tarot readers that do read this. It's time to start changing that perspective, guys, from this lonely, desperate seeking love, and put out some real stuff. It's a completion of a cycle. When I first got suggested to watch Golden Ray Twin Flames, one of the first videos I saw 2 years ago that he did, he was talking about twin flame narrative only had about 2 more years before it started falling apart. He actually said that in a video, in one of the first videos that I watched of his. He said the twin, and it's been 2 years. So anybody still pumping that storyline is going to start having problems here soon, because people are moving away from it. It was part of the cycle of what we were supposed to do. What you got? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you saw where they said that too. Well, that's it. That's part of the enlightenment process. There's no way to break that codependency programming unless we step out and say that I'm sorry, but twin flames is one thing to get in fights and stuff like that, but if you're able to hate or they're able to hate you, then that's not your twin flame. It's supposed to be such a divine love connection that you can't help but feel nothing but love for the other person, no matter how mad you are at them. And it's not always romantic. I tell everybody on here, Luna, if anybody's a twin flame for me, it's Luna in Virginia Beach. She's my retirement plan. Because we're sure we're going to outlive all the guys, and then we're going to live like the old ladies in Practical Magic. I'm cool with that. Okay. This is also about breaking bad habits. I've mentioned this before. An addiction is anything you do to procrastinate. Literally anything can be an addiction. Doesn't have to be cigarettes or drinking or anything else like that. Video games can be an addiction. Sex, masturbation, all that can be an addiction too. Anything that where you're getting ready to go do something you're supposed to do and your brain goes, let's go do this instead for 15 minutes before we start that. And then after you do that, you don't even do what you were planning on doing. That's an addiction. We got the love charm here. Attract a lover, a soulmate, or a partner. See, but that's it. They tell you that, Nine of Cups is the walking away and you don't need love and just love yourself. My biggest thing is love yourself so much it doesn't matter who else loves you. But the other thing that you need to do is harbor love connections, non-romantic connections. Those friendships, things like that. The more you get out there and the more people you genuinely go out with an open heart and cast a love frequency to, the more people see you glowing in that light, the better chance you have of drawing in an actual love partner, one that gets along with your friends and likes to do the things that you like to do. Like I said, I read at the Zen Den down here. I love going down there and meeting the people down there. I love my clientele. They're so funny. And they're so powerful. Sending you good jujus. Just just don't do like the women, some of the women that we end up reading for, you know what I'm saying? But me and Magical know this one chick. It's like every time she goes on a date, by her third date, she's like, you're my twin flame. And dudes are like, point, and they bounce right out. It's insanity. I think you're, she's a bit, actually, she's my age. I'm like, you really should be over that by now. That's kind of like a 20-year-old mentality. But, but that's the danger of those storylines being pumped out there. Build up your fiery energy. The element of fire heralds new life, renewed passion, and positive transformation. I'm telling you guys, those of us that have been struggling the last few, it's about to be our turn. It is about to be our turn. Whatever you've been working for, and I say that all the time too. Keep casting the vibrations of the ideas out there. Keep researching it. Like I said, I researched the festival circuit, and then when that was falling apart, I looked more onto YouTube, and I'm having the same problems you are, Enchanted, with YouTube. And I started on Facebook, actually, and I did really good for a while on Facebook. And then when I added YouTube, I backed off the Facebook, and the only thing I've managed to keep going is actual 3D readings in face-to-face person, which I actually like doing more. So. And now I possibly have an opening for a store. I'm going to get everybody up here in a minute. I wanted to go up there today and see what I can do with that studio space. Because the lady who runs the liquor store has a store next to her that she owns too, and she's going to let me use her space. I think it's awesome. And it turns out, and I didn't tell you too, it turns out that not only does the liquor store lady, she has like prophetic dreams. Her granddaddy used to be able to read scripture out of the Bible and heal people. And then her grandson just got out of juvie and just happened to be put on my boyfriend's work crew. I mean, small world. Things are crazy. Things are crazy. But yeah, and yesterday was a trip. I did the funeral yesterday, and then we ran into this Rough Rider guy that we met. Turns out he's like really good friends with my ex-father-in-law, and my ex-husband's, my first ex-husband's, his best friend, that was our friend when we were younger, his wife used to play with Rob when they were little. And she like showed up and she knew him. She's like, I know your whole family. Da, 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 da. And she just knew everybody. I'm like, dude, it is so weird how like things will tie in together. One day I'm going to do a whole episode just on like all the tie-ins between here and Virginia with that one soul cluster, and then all the tie-ins that I have here. I'm going to spend one day just dedicated to just showing my full Jerry that I got going on. I'll probably trip you guys out. Magical knows a good bit of it. But, all right, y'all. I love y'all, and I got some stuff to do today, and I'm going to try to be back here in the mornings from now on. Y'all know me, though. Sometimes I'll be 5, sometimes it's 6:30, sometimes it's not till 8. I do the best I can to I'm East Coast, so I figured as long as I'm good and get it out by 9, I'm going to be the first video people get to watch in the morning. And that's really my goal. Wake up with a positive message and have some fun. All right, I love y'all. Blessed be all those who walk these paths with me. Don't forget to hit my like button, guys. Oh, well, no, for you, the like button's down here somewhere. I'm not sure for me, it's up there. All right. Love y'all. See you later.